Today we are going to see how to leverage the powerful GitHub Copilot agent and what its role when building a Selenium Java framework. And the best part is we will do it in less than 10 minutes using VS Code now. Let me take you through that process. So this is the context that I have created. So here we are giving what is the goal, what is the framework setup, and what is the example demo, and what is project structure, and main test flow and coding standards. Here on the whole, we are mentioning how it has to create a login functionality for a particular URL that we are passing, what is the username and password, and from where it has to read all these username and password, and what are the files that it has to create, like driver manager .java and base page.java, login page, utilities, and all that information that here we have provided, but no technical things that we are creating in VS Code. Everything has to be created by GitHub Copilot agent from the scratch. Let's have a look at the agent mode. Before that, let me copy this context first. I'll just copy this context, and I'll go to GitHub, VS Code. So this is where I have created a dummy project called Demo 10. Here we have a folder structure, but nothing is there in these folders. And we have just created pom.xml due to compatibility issues of Java and Selenium. I have created which Selenium it has to take, and what is the Java it has to consider. So that information only I have given, and now I have opened this GitHub Copilot chat panel. So where I am just giving the context that I have copied. So now GitHub Copilot in is in agent mode, and this is what the context that we have copied. um, and the agent has to build a plug and play framework so that any user can easily understand it, and he can easily use it, and they can easily um, enhance it based on their requirement. I'll just click on this send button. Let's see whether our GitHub Copilot is going to create the framework or not. So it is analyzing and still working on the context that we have provided. Everything is defined in this context, and agent has to create this from the scratch. So you can see first it has created the configuration file based on the inputs that we have provided in the prompt. So after that, it has created driver manager.java, base page.java, login page, element utils, and main test. And it has given some description stating that the framework is ready to use now. And these are all the files that I have created. And let's go back and see what are the files that it has created. See um, under main, it has created some files. These are the files: base page, driver manager, login page, main test, and it has created some utils also. So let me run this and see whether this framework is really working or not. Before that, it is prompting you. So whether you want to keep these changes or not. So if you want to keep these changes, just click on keep so that it will save everything. If you want to dismiss, you can click on undo. So let me run this program and see whether it works or not, or it needs any further changes. Sometimes what happens is, so we have to tweak something, but our context is uh, clearly mentioning what exactly it has to do. And it is trying to launch the browser now, and it has opened the browser and opened URL, and it has given username and password, and it is waiting for some time, and it will validate whether the login is successful or not, and it is saying login is successful. So this way you can create a Selenium Java framework in less than 5 minutes, but your context or prompt should be good enough to understand. So it has, I mean, agent should be able to understand your prompt properly. You have to provide each and every information. So finally, it has successfully executed the framework, and we are able to launch the browser, and login functionality is successful. This framework is reusable, scalable, and maintainable. If you want, you can integrate. You can just ask Copilot to integrate TestNG or JUnit, so that you want to use uh, JUnit to trigger the execution instead of Java main. And also you can ask Copilot to integrate extent report. Once execution is complete, it has to give an HTML execution report. So that way you can easily enhance this framework. And on the whole, we are able to create this framework within 5 minutes using GitHub Copilot.